Hi, I'm Dada Nabanialananda, also known as the Monk Dude, and I'm a meditation instructor and a monk, and I'm a writer and a musician. And this is my new series on creativity and mindfulness. Before I was ever interested in meditation, I was fascinated by one question, which was, where do ideas come from? I've been a creative artist my whole life. I started playing the piano when I was 4, I started writing music when I was about 11, and I've been writing poetry and stories, and which I finally published, ever since. So I was very curious to know, where do ideas come from? How do these original thoughts occur? And of course, this is not a new question. The Greeks have been wondering about this, and postulating the idea of the muses, each of them having their own kind of department of creativity. They had a muse for poetry, and one for music, and one for sculpture, and they all had their little areas of creativity that they're in charge of. So of course that's a metaphor, but I really wondered about this. But when I started meditating, that was not in my mind at all. I started practicing meditation because I wanted to be like Paramhansa Yogananda. I wanted to be a great yogi. I wanted to understand the meaning of life and the truth of the universe. So it came as a real surprise to me that after a couple of months of meditating regularly, and I was really into it, I was meditating for at least an hour a day, I was sitting at the piano, I was learning a Beethoven piece, his first sonata, and the last 7 chords of the first movement are really exquisite. They're just a piece of beauty, and I was practicing this, and it just became an ecstatic, overwhelming experience to the point where I felt like this must have been what Beethoven felt like when he was writing this music. My hair was standing on end, and I was completely in sort of overwhelmed with ecstasy to the extent that I couldn't play anymore. I had to go outside and just kind of run and somehow get this energy out. And I thought, what happened there? And I realized that somehow my meditation practice had put me in touch more closely with this inner creative part of myself, with the world of the muses, if you like. And it was coming out in my poetry. I was writing a lot more, writing more music, and I felt like I'd tapped into this kind of inner creative realm. And this was a completely unexpected outcome of meditation for me. It wasn't the reason I was practicing it, and I had no idea that there was any relationship between these two. What I learned later was that this is a part of the model of the mind according to yoga and according to the meditation tradition. There is a particular meditation practice that literally helps you to develop and perfect the imagination and the different parts of our intuition. So this subject has fascinated me ever since. More recently, I've come to live in Silicon Valley, and I'm now beginning to teach meditation and creativity, or mindfulness and creativity, in corporations. So this series is based on my life experience as a musician, as a creative writer, as a yogi and meditation teacher, and more recently bringing the relevance of this more to light in the corporate world.